Hello, good afternoon to you all, and welcome to today's lesson. Today we have creative arts, and our topic for today is how to plan, make, and compose your own artwork. Good. Let's look at our learning objectives for today. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to plan and compose your own artwork. Good. Let's revise from the previous lesson. We talked about elements of design the other time, and we said dots, lines, shapes, forms, space, colors, and texture. Good. Before we move on to today's lesson, let's look at some of the visual artwork found in our community. We have the carving, we have the textile, and then we have the beadwork, we have the clay work, we have the metal or the cast tool, and then we have painting, and then poster design. Remember, we said that we learned from the previous lessons that every artwork carries a meaning. Every artwork carries a meaning behind it. So let's look at this picture. Yes, this design, you see, these are local design, the tie and dye. Have you seen the designs in them? Yes, they have all designs found in our community. And this one, this is the carving, a picture of the carving. Have you seen how it is? It is we use wood in doing that. Very good. Let's move on. And then we have our beautiful kente designs. Yes, all these designs are from the local community. Yes, they have different designs. And then this one too, they are all cloth. You see some of our parents wear. Good. They are all designs made in our local community. And let's look at this artwork. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. And as you see, you will see some of the elements of designs in them. Do you see dots? Yes. Do you also see shapes? Yes. Do you also see lines? Yes. It is so beautiful. Good. Now let's look at the steps when planning an artwork. Good. So the first one is you describe what you have seen or what has inspired you to make an artwork. What you have seen around or what has inspired you to make that artwork. You have to describe it. Let's take this scenario. Maybe you've seen mommy in the kitchen. You've seen how mommy is cooking in the kitchen, and you want to make an artwork out of that. So you look at mommy from head to toe, and then you look at the things around her. So you see mommy is in the kitchen. So if you want to make an artwork out of it, you have to draw or create utensils, cooking utensils, and then gas cylinder, stove, and other things. So these things will help you plan an artwork. Good. Let's go to the second one. Also, after describing what you've seen around, you have to analyze the artwork. You have to analyze the artwork. What do you mean by that? You have to look at how the shapes of you have to look at the shapes around. Maybe you've seen mommy. You have to look at how big or how small the gas cylinder is. Or when you look at mommy, you have to look at see if mommy has a big head or long hands or long legs. Yes. So you have to analyze and look at all these things, the shapes, the lines, the forms, before you'll be able to make an artwork. Good. Let's move on. Good. Interpret the artwork. Interpret the artwork. When you are able to describe and analyze all the artwork or what you want to make, then you tell what you have done, what you have done, or what you have designed, and the meaning behind it. So if you finish with the design and someone comes for it, the person is able to tell the meaning of what you have designed. Yes. So the message behind the artwork, you have to make sure it appears in your artwork or design. Very good. Now let's move on. And the last one is what? Judge what you have done. Judge what you have done, if it is successful or not. Before that, you compare it to the picture that you saw or the scenario that you saw that inspired you to make the artwork. So you can compare both of them to see if you have gone beyond it or you have gone below it, or you've done the same thing or it is almost the same. So you look at it and judge for yourself. Then you will see if the artwork is successful or not. Good. I hope you've listened to all that I've said. Now, tell me what we've learned today. Okay, we've learned about how to plan, make, and compose your own artwork. And then we said that before you do that, there are some steps or rules you have to go through before you'll be able to do that. And they are, you have to describe what you've seen before you can create your own artwork. And then analyze the shape or the lines of the artwork before you'll be able to do that. And then interpret. If you are able to do that and someone comes for your work, will the person be able to interpret what you designed or tell the meaning behind it? Okay, so you've designed mommy in the kitchen. What does that mean? Mommy in the kitchen cooking. So if someone takes that artwork, that person should be able to tell that this artwork is talking about someone in the kitchen cooking, and that is mommy cooking in the kitchen. Good. And then last one, after all these things, after you've done all these, you have to judge and see it for yourself if it is successful or not. Very good. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. There is homework for you. You're going to plan and make your own artwork using these steps we've studied today. So there is homework at the homework section for you. Go and write and do it for me. And I hope to see you very soon. Please stay at home. Don't go out. And if you have to go, you have to use your nose mask and then your hand sanitizer. I'll see you again in the next lesson. Bye-bye.